Testing, testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey yo, aim. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
Let's try that again. Woo! What's going on, everybody? I know it's on a short notice right now, but thank you, everybody, for joining me today. This is HBCU Tonight. Y'all know, midday report. As always, make sure that you like this stream, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Get everything that you see. HBCU Overdrive. What's going on? Got some people coming in, filing in. How you doing, Miss Jasmine? How you doing? Hey, you need to calm down on Twitter. You need to calm down on Twitter. We got Miss Tyra. How you doing, Miss Tyra? North Carolina NT is in the house. I'm waiting on for y'all press conference to introduce Sean Gibbs, and they're supposed to start at 10 o'clock. But black people don't know how to be on time right now. So I'm gonna need them to get it together. Uh yes, it is nice to see me again. I'm feeling a little bit better. Um this is something that I can't shake. I can't shake back. This is something I just gotta live with right here. What up, Franklin? What's going on, man? We're gonna have to you in Dallas, we're gonna have to catch a Paul Quinn game. I gotta check the schedule on that. You sure? You sure? You sure? Don't go there. But yeah, man, we got people filing in right now. If you are on Twitter, make sure that you hit that follow button. And also come on to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. It is free. No enhancements needed. But other than that, man, we got a good show coming up today, and then tomorrow, hopefully, if this comes out tomorrow, if we get everything going tomorrow, I probably will have a special guest on here tomorrow. So keep your fingers crossed. And this is I would say this will probably be the last show before Christmas break, because my baby girl said it is daddy daughter Christmas time, so we got to get some things going. So don't tell me anything. Tell me anything. But as you all know, we are Jackson State is still basking in its glory of being HBCU national champions. um, my baby girl is 9 years old. My baby girl 9 years old. She ain't trying to hear all that stuff. she try to be glammed up and everything. My baby girl is a beautified country girl. But yeah, man. But yeah, we are still basking in our glory as being HBCU national champs, and what better way fitting than to celebrate that the trophy done went to every bar in every club in the city of Jackson. Uh, and more likely, it might make its way down. It might make its way down to Pike County, over down to South Pike High School to make an appearance next year, and of course, uh, you know, cheer. We got the parade coming up in January on January 17th. Hopefully, I could see if I can make my way down there. It's a new year. I'm gonna try to do some other things. I'm gonna try to do some things different. I said, um, we're gonna do some things different. So for the new year, so when the new year comes up, we gonna do a lot of things different around here. But we got an even number looking between Twitter and YouTube. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you hit the follow button on Twitter and follow me on all other social media accounts under the name either HBC Overdrive or Holiday 1925. Um, let me see what we got right here. What we got. But yes, I am waiting on for this Sean Gibbs press conference to start. And y'all Negroes don't know how to start shit on time. I'm gonna need y'all to get that together. I'm gonna need y'all to get that together. Um, of course, like I said, I've been out. Um, blood pressure um, was high and was admitted to the hospital and checked out, and I was still upset that I could not go, and I'm still upset. Um, Cause you never know, that would have been once in a lifetime. But I think next year we gonna plan this out a little bit better next year. So I mean for next season. So again, I apologize for what was going on, and hopefully we can make this good. Hey, Aaron. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram. I got a new number. So let me hit you up on Instagram, and I'm gonna shoot you my number, and then you just lock me in. Um so in fact, let me go ahead and shoot him. But yeah, it is almost Christmas time. I hope everybody done got all their Christmas shopping out the way. Uh, unfortunately, with me, I'm still trying to shop for the 9-year-old. The 22-year-old wants money, and I'm like, you make more than me. um, you make more than me, but at the end of the day, it's still my girls. I make sure that they are well taken care of. Um, whew. But other than that, man, we're gonna go ahead. Um, let's go ahead and get started with the show. All right. Like I said, I hope everybody got their Christmas stuff out the way. If you a last minute shopper like myself, uh, Don't feel bad. Do not feel bad. I always let me run some things down to you. All right. Always know what your kids' sizes are when it comes to clothes and shoes. Because me, as a former employee that used to work in retail as far as clothing and sneakers, I have seen a lot of people come up in there and trying to put a size 8 shoe on a teenage boy that wears a damn size 10 and a half. I have seen it. I've seen it. And I was like, you know what? You about to make me cuss you out. um, I have, always try to get what the kid, what the kids want. And if you can't get them what they want, what they truly want, the last option is either A, give them money, or B, give them a gift card. So that way you can spend your own. You can spend it what you want. You can spend on what you want on the real. So I know me. I I know me. I am a sneakerhead. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a sneakerhead, but it's been a minute since I bought a pair of sneakers. I bought a brand new pair of sneakers. It's been like almost 3 years, and I've been lacking and I've been slacking. So that's gonna change in the new year too. Um, Another thing that I feel like that's gonna change in the new year, I got to get my weight down. I have to get this weight down, and I'm trying my hardest to get it down. Um, um, but it's kind of hard working. Sometimes getting off at midnight, don't get home till about close to 1 o'clock in the morning. Uh, it's just one of those things where I just like trying to figure out just trying to figure some things out. Um, and then another thing, just to make sure, like I said, you get my health all around, get it all around better. That's all I need to do for the new year, and just be, what I'm saying, just be a better father I was for next year than I was this past year. I'm not saying that I'm a bad father, but I just need to get my uh just need, sometimes just need to be a dad. Uh and while we at it, y'all, and while we at it, yeah, man, look, I used to work for Walmart, and I remember when Walmart had the layaway and they went away with it. Like, bruh, like, bro, like, like layaway is only for a certain amount of time. Layaway go from early August all the way up until I think a little bit after Black Friday, and that's your window. um, but yeah, let's get into it. We got some transfer portal news on the horizon. Just got word. Um, Word on the street is former UAPB wide receiver Giovanni Gibson has made his commitment to the University of Oklahoma. Not saying that Oklahoma is bad. I just said I don't like Oklahoma. I'm a Texas boy. So, but what he did this past season: 70 receptions for 1,215 yards and 9 touchdowns. Uh, just made his commitment. This was reported by Hayes Fawcett, who is a writer for On Three. Um, they hurting some of these schools, man. And in fact, I just got off the phone with a parent, um, talking about her son. Um, Talking about ain't they sorry? Well, shoot. I mean, they can't say that they sorry. Hell, they made a bowl game, but you know they're in the SEC now. They can't do the shit that they did in the Big 12. Uh, but nah, they. I talked to a parent. Her son goes to Berkner High School here in Richardson in the DFW area. Plays interior defensive lineman. He's a big kid, 6'3", 285. And we trying to. I'm just basically trying to get let her know how everything goes, how it's supposed to be done, and what needs to be done. But I just told him put a whole highlight film together, put all this stuff, sign, get his fill out for his clearinghouse, and just whatever school he want to go to pick. Uh, Got to narrow it down because signing day is coming up. And then if you can't get over through the signing day, you can always do the I think they do have a late signing day, and also with walk-ons. But this is a big kid. I seen this film. He's a big kid, and I like what I see. You know, he's a run stopper, 6'3", 285. If anybody in SWAC, MEAC, on Division One level, CIAA, SIAC, Student Athletic Conference. If you're looking for a kid in that size for D2, NAIA, even JUCO, go check them out. Check them out. Richardson Berkner, Berkner High School. I'm not gonna put the kid's name out there. Wait till that happens next time. Um, but with this right here, and I told her like out, you know, it's going to be kind of hard to you know find a school because if you ain't a dog, they're not going to look for you. And the other thing I would say, you know, too, is for kids that's coming out of high school that don't have a D1, that's looking for that D1 offer but don't have it. Don't let your pride whoop your ass. So this is what I'm saying. Don't let your pride whoop your ass. What I mean by that is don't let your pride get you into a situation where you gonna regret what the things that you're gonna regret um not making that initial choice. So that's what I mean by um but that's what I mean by that. Like, if you gotta go D2, go D2. If you gotta go NAIA, go NAIA. If you got to go JUCO, go JUCO route. There are plenty of places for you as kids to go to right now. And, you know, to me, it is what it is. Like, don't let your pride, don't let your pride whoop your ass. That's a bar right there. That's a bar. What up, DC? What's happening? How you doing, Miss Natasha? My bad, Reverend Natasha. But yeah, man, don't let your pride and ego stop you from doing what you want to do and stop you from pursuing your dream. All right. If you gotta go lower tier, go lower tier. Go lower tier, get your education. You said miss. Okay, I got you. uh, uh, if you got to go a lower tier, go lower tier. You know what I'm saying? Ball out on the field, but ball out in the classroom too, because you try to hit yourself in the transfer portal and you know you're a dog. Make sure that your grades are on par too, because they're not going to be looking for no dummies. The champ is here. But in the meantime, In between time, let's hit that good commercial break. We'll be right back in just 1 minute. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. Let's get to it. Let me go ahead. I should have did this while I was doing the damn commercial break. How's everybody doing? All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. This has been blowing up on the timeline. This subject has been going around pretty much since yesterday afternoon. And we all saw the funny thing was, and we're gonna talk about that too. Michael Vick, who we all know, first round pick, the first draft pick in the 2001 class in the NFL draft, first black quarterback to be number one pick in a NFL draft class. The electric Michael Vick that we all used to see when he was at Virginia Tech from 1998 to 2001 is now the head football coach of Norfolk State University in Norfolk, Virginia. As we all know, he was, like I said, he was an electric person. He was electrifying on the field. Off the field, he had charisma. He had the way with the youth. But he also had a way, he also had his time with the law. And we all know what happened with that, with the dog fighting ring. And my man went to federal prison for that, right? Went to federal prison. I think he served a little bit over 20 some months in federal prison. Did his time, came out. But he came out under some backlash. We all know that. We all gonna know that. A lot of people can't, denounce him because he was fighting dogs. Not the fact that he was fighting dogs, but it was the fact that they said that he was terminating the life of the dogs. That he had in his kennel. Everybody seemed to focus on that. And of course, the folks from Peter seemed to focus more on that than focusing on actually trying to get him on their side as far as talking about, dog fighting or the treatment, just the treatment of animals, right? And um, um, that's fucking ironic. My God, my God. I don't know. Hey, Crook, I don't know nothing about Coach Cole, and I'm not going to speak on that. That's that's another subject. I'm not going to speak on it. That ain't me. um, that ain't me. But once he got out of jail, went around trying to find teams, and you already know. We all know. Um, um, the Philadelphia Eagles, and more importantly, Andy Reid, Big Red, for most people that call him, gave him a chance and put him on the squad with his Eagle squad. And once he, it took him a little bit of time, but it seemed like he never was, left the field, knocked the rust off of him, never left the field, but he was also a journeyman, played with the Jets also and with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, After that, um, basically retired in 2017 and and was an analyst for Fox Sports News. Um, so coming into something that's going to be new to him, even though he does run, he did do run football clinics for the youth. Coming in um, as a newly head coach. As a newly head coach. And so we're gonna focus on the positives of him getting into this line of work. And then we're gonna focus on the negatives of the things that people are still holding on to, and it's been over what it's 2024. It's about to be 2025. When did Michael Vick get out of the pen? What, 2000 and what, 9? 2009? It's 15 years. All right. I can't tell people to let it go, but it's been 15 years. Um, and so, you know, so I mean, I'm gonna go start on negative because this came up to me. He said, let's be honest. Some of these fans have selective outrage as they cheer Big Ben when he came back from a suspension because of an SA case. A lot of people, yes, a lot of people cheer for Big Ben. I wasn't one of them. I wasn't one of them. I was not one of them. I said that he needed to go to jail. I said that he needed to go to jail. But what kept him out of the penitentiary himself was this. And when it come down to it, what's going on, Reverend Alton? When it comes down to it, I Michael Vick paid the ultimate price. He was the fall guy in his own thing. Even though he was funding it, he was the fall guy. We all know. We all know. Listen to the song by David Banner. BAN. And in the first line, he said that talk about the cousin who snitched on Mike Vick. But at the end of the day, like I said, he did his time, and he should be able to live a somewhat normal life. But now he's going to be on. What's going on, T? Now he's going to be under a huge microscope. Lord Jesus, here you go. He's going to be under a huge microscope because of the simple fact that he is he is the new head coach. And yeah, I mean, they damn near try to put a RICO case on that man right there. They said he was running a criminal enterprise. And maximum security in Leavenworth. If you ever been to Leavenworth, ain't nothing out there. Just let you know, ain't nothing out there. But at the end of the day, like I said, he did get out. He did rehabilitate himself. That's the best thing about that. Rehabilitating your mind and your body and your emotions. That's what needs to be done. When you send a person to prison, they need to be able to rehabilitate their mind, they need to rehabilitate their body, and they need to rehabilitate their emotions. So at the same time, that's what he did. He went back out there, he played football, and he excelled at what he did after he got out of jail. He became an analyst for Fox Sports News, and now he is hired as the new head football coach for Norfolk State University. What is the good that could come out of this? I think we talked about this last night. A lot of folks talked about this yesterday. Of course, everybody got to it faster than me. I was at work, so hence that's the reason why I'm doing this show early this afternoon. But what benefit can it come to? The benefits of it is, first of all, he's a 757 guy. He is from Newport News, Virginia. And from what I heard, if you've ever been to Newport News, they call it bad news. He made his way out of there, played football at Virginia Tech on scholarship, became the number one draft pick in 2001 NFL draft, and the first African American quarterback to get picked number one. Like I said, he made history. When he was at Virginia Tech, led his team to the to the national championship game against Florida State. Then we all know what happened in that game right there. Florida State took it. Got drafted by the Falcons. And we all saw what he did with the Falcons. And what he was electric. And of course, we all know what happened with his 2.5-year hiatus, and then he comes back in and plays with the Eagles, then moves on to the Jets, and then moves on to the Steelers, and then he's in broadcasting. So now the good news about this is his relationship from being in the area. Newport News, Hampton, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, all of those cities and towns are going to rally around him. The thing about it too is being able to recruit in that area, and getting kids to come to it, and he could get them just by his name alone. All right. The biggest thing that I said yesterday is, what does that coaching staff, how's that coaching staff going to look? Who is going to be on that staff? Who is going to be on that staff? And if I'm Michael Vick, here's a real blueprint. Let's get down to it. Here's a real blueprint. The real blueprint would be, go holler at Eddie George, and he can show you how he did it. I mean, go holler at Eddie George. Eddie George, when he got the job at Tennessee State, Eddie George got the job at Tennessee State. The first person he called was his old head football coach, Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher was pretty much the de facto GM for Tennessee State. And once Jeff Fisher went into the ranks of the USFL, and he turned it over to Eddie, and then showed him the ropes. This is how you build a competitive football team. This is how you build a competitive football team. And then you see the fruits of the labor of what Eddie George did. He could call somebody. He could call Andy Reid and ask for advice. He ain't gonna tell him, "Hey man, I need you to come down here and tell me how to do this, run this thing for me." And what he gonna do it strictly from the grassroots. But what I'm looking at is asking for advice. Asking for advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to be cool with other coaches. Andy Reid took a chance on him once he got out of jail. He could call Mike Tomlin. But that was his playing days. That was his playing days. He's now being a coach, and I think he knew what he needed to do when he got picked up by Andy Reid in Philadelphia. Like, dude, you got to read film. You got to look at film. And yeah, the first I was talk to Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is from the area. Mike Tomlin went to William and Mary, but he's black. But then too, he will, yeah, he talked to Andy Reid. He's gonna talk to these coaches to try to pick their brain to how to get a winning team together. And then of course, um, it's all about who he gets on his staff. Who he gets on his staff is going to be huge. Who he get as his recruiting coordinator is going to be huge. Who he gets as a GM of the football team is going to be huge. Because they are going to play a pivotal part in trying to restore Norfolk State football. You know what I'm saying? Speak to Eddie George. Hell, if that's the case, he can speak to TC Taylor. We see what happened right there. The man rebuilt a whole team in 2 years. He can go down the road. He can speak to, you never know. He might be able to speak to Bill Belichick. And yeah, yeah, he don't need to be saying God called him to come back to the VA. No, don't do that. Mm, okay, so I mean, he got a blueprint. And the thing is, he got to start somewhere. And yeah, you know, prepare him. And I think he's been preparing himself. I think he's been preparing himself to be a head coach. I think he was preparing himself to be a coach, period. Um, I think I know his I think it's his cousin Dwight Vick, who I am who follows me and I follow him on Twitter. He's going to help him out too. It's all about who you get on that staff. He's not reckless with his mouth. He ain't reckless. He is one of when you hear him speak, he's one of the most humblest dudes that you can ever meet. Yeah, talk to Tony Dungy. Talk to Mike Tomlin. Talk to Eddie George. Talk to um Andy Reid. I mean, he go down the road. Talk to Sean Gilbert. Sean Gilbert's was an ex NFL player. He's at Livingstone. Um, said UVA Elton Brown is on the staff. Good. He got somebody there. Dwight Vick should be on the staff. He got somebody. He's building his staff. So building the staff, getting the budget. If he's from the area, so he should know the hardships of trying to build with the budgets and stuff like that. Yes, there you go. There you go, Bishop. That's it. He's Michael Vick is one of the highly intelligent people that you could ever meet. Did he make some mistakes? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We human. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And I figured he had a plan ready. Cause you just not gonna just jump up and be like, shit, I'm just gonna be a head coach. It just, um, like and it's different too with and then you think about it, it's different too between him and Eddie George because Eddie George was asked by Dr. Glenda Glover, who used to be the president of Tennessee State, to come coach the football team. He had his doubts, he had his worries, he talked to his wife, and 4 years later, boom, you see the success. He's grown the success from 21 to 22. He had, 21 trying to get it going. 22 had a downslide. 23 improved, but he kind of backtracked towards the last couple of games, 3 games of the season, and then this past year, he flat out I was pretty much the best team in that conference. Um, and then what we talked about, you know, yesterday's news surfaced that he was going to take the job at Sacramento State. Now he did say that he talked to Sacramento State about the position, but he did not give a decision about being the head coach over there. Um, and with Sacramento State uh, wanting to move up to FBS and all the bells and whistles of it, it was almost kind of contingent on him being the head coach. And once he decided that he's not going to take the job there, he's going to take the job back home. Sacramento State basically did a pivot. And what did they do? They went and hired the ex UNLV head coach, Brennan Marion, as their new head football coach at Sacramento State. Um, so what can we expect? Now, the thing about this is he's going to have Brandon Marion, not I'm fine, my bad. You good, you right. He was the offensive coordinator, ex-offensive coordinator. Yeah, he's the offensive coordinator. My bad. Thank you. He's the OC who should have got the job, who should have got the UNLV job, but they kind of screwed him over. Um, but he is going to be the head coach of Sacramento State. But like I said, it's all about who he gets on staff, and then what type of system he's going to run. Um, gotta have you got to have a offensive philosophy and a defensive philosophy set Um, you also got to make sure you have your eyes on certain kids to get come into the school. But the first thing what he needs to do is try to convince some of the players that have jumped into the transfer portal um, to become try to get them to come back. Try to get the kids to come back. And I think some of the kids might be able to come back if he could convince them. It's Michael Vick. It's Michael Vick. And the ones that are already committed to the schools, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna say the downside, but uh what's up, man? What's up, Adam? Nah, we gonna be in the shine. We play y'all in Chicago, partner. Labor Day classic. Labor Day weekend. We gonna be in Chi-Town. We gonna be in Chi-Town. Get ready because we gonna wreck that ship. We gonna wreck that ship. So get ready for it. Soldier Field, yes, sir. Mm, 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 mm. It's on. I'm trying to make my way to the shy. It's on. Make sure y'all bring out. Make sure your fans come on out. Don't just let it be all Jackson State folks. Tell your homies to come on out. But now, man, they've been talking about. You know what? They've been talking about that since right before the season started. Oh Lord Jesus, calm down with just woosah, woosah for me, woosah. I'm thinking. I got to see what this looking like. See what it looking like. But anyway, man, to get back to it, um, got to have offensive and defensive philosophies intact. Also, uh, you got to key in on certain players, especially in the transfer. You get you some players from the transfer portal, get your high school players, get your JUCO players, bring them in, and get your team together. Uh, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna wish him I'm gonna wish him much success. Um, I'm gonna wish him much success for this as being a head coach. And if you're only gonna be there for a short time, please let the folks know up front. But I feel like with Vic being back at home, he's gonna be there for a long. I think he's gonna be there for a while, and I feel like he's gonna see it through. And he can build a championship. I think he can build a championship team. So again, the Michael Vick experience begins. I wish I could show you that commercial. Remember the Nike commercial that he had with the roller coaster and everything. Um, but you know, I ain't trying to get flagged for copyright. Uh, but let's get into this right here. Uh, okay, well, you got it, you got it. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I ain't gonna say nothing else. You got it. So let's talk about something. I you know basically uh this has came into play. So Sonny Boom as does E6 have eligibility or what? So let's read this statement from what E6 says. Um, During my redshirt sophomore season, which is 2022, uh, I entered the transfer. I entered the portal after the first game. I received a few offers and then was called by my old school's compliance office and told I would have to be pulled from the portal to the end of the season due to the new transfer portal rule. The NCAA enforced transfer portal windows, which only allow for transfers to enter during certain times. This rule went into effect days after I entered the portal, which called for me to be removed from the portal but not able to rejoin my former team. Essentially, I was forced to sit out for the 2022 season and lose a year of eligibility without any real reasoning because of a rule that was randomly put into effect days after the NCAA allowed me to enter the portal. So, with the help of Jackson State Compliance Office, I have submitted a waiver to get the 2022 season back and am waiting on a response. So, that is from that is from Mr. It says Guthrie, who I call bad intentions. Um, so, and I remember this because I did interview him about that when he went into the portal. Um, he did say he had to take himself out, but he didn't really get into the logistics about why he had to take himself out. And just now hearing to find out that he got he lost eligibility because he had to sit out the whole season, um should not be an indictment on him. So remember, he played his freshman year, then he got hurt, he redshirted, he's freshman of the year in the MEAC in 2019. You know what, I'm gonna ask him because guess what, I'm gonna send them a link and hopefully he'll be on the show tomorrow. You never know. But he can kind of explain it to us a little bit more. But if the NCAA, if the school in the NCAA gives him his season back because of a rule that they put in place after he put himself in a portal, uh, he should have been grandfathered in. Um, get him for another season. That would be a huge addition right there. You get him for another season. If it is found to that if it is found that he had to jump out of the portal because of a ruling, but then two, school said the school said you can't play this season. I'll be pissed off too. I'll be one of my year back. I'll be one of my year back. He has and in fact, this will more likely be treated as a COVID year. It should die, Andre. It's supposed to be 20. So I'm gonna talk to him and see where we go from there. But other than that, man, look, we got some other news. Um, the Ivy League, the Ivy League, for the first time, I think first time ever, if I'm not mistaken, will be participating in the FCS playoffs for next season. So, what else, Shane? What's happening? But yes, yes, the Ivy League will be participating in the FCS playoffs. This is the first time. Um, I guess they want to play for a national title. Um, oh, so the biggest, I meant to say this. The biggest thing that fans from Norfolk are wanting going to see is can Michael Vick repeat what Berry has done at South Carolina State, coming in the first year and going to a Celebration Bowl. So that's the biggest. That's going to be the biggest thing that they're going to say. Can you get us to the Celebration Bowl like Chennis did with South Carolina State? And I'm gonna have to tell the people the answer is I don't think so. This is ironic because the CAA just released their 2025 schedule. Um, mm. Yep, Hampton at Jackson State, Towson and Norfolk State. So Michael Vick's first football game is going to be Towson versus Norfolk State at Norfolk, August the 28th on a Thursday night. That is going to be his very first football game that he coaches. Um, you got Hampton at Jackson State. I don't know if it's at Jackson. It's not going to be at Jackson State. It's going to be in Chicago. So it's going to be the either the Chicago Classic or the Windy City Classic. You got New Hampshire at North Carolina Central. That's going to be a good one. North Carolina A&T at Tennessee State. Villanova at Morgan State. That's interesting. And then on September the 6th, A&T is down in Orlando to take on Central Florida. Towson and Morgan State go at it for the Battle of Greater Baltimore. Elizabeth City State at Hampton. That's what you were saying. Uh, with the fish, what's that? The Fish Classic. Um, and then U Albany at Delaware State. Then you got Hampton and A&T, September the 13th. You got that's it for September 13th, September the 20th. Central at A&T. Ooh, that's going to be a bloodbath. The Battle of the Real HU, Hampton versus Howard in DC. That is on September the 20th. September the 27th, Hampton at Elon, A&T at Maine. October the 4th, A&T at William and Mary. Norfolk State at Hampton. Rivalry game right there. October the 11th, Campbell at Hampton, South Carolina State at North Carolina A&T. I wonder how many points they're going to put up on A&T this year, that for next season. October the 18th, Hampton at Villanova. That should be a good one. October the 25th, Campbell at A&T. Monmouth at Hampton. November the 1st, Towson at A&T. November the 8th, you got Maine at Hampton, A&T at Stony Brook. Next week, Monmouth at A&T, William and Mary at Hampton, and then on the 22nd, A&T at Elon and Hampton at Rhode Island. So that is the CAA football schedule for next season. It's surprising that they got it already up. So that means you might need to start getting our schedules up now. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and looking at trying to figure something. I know one thing. Y'all better leave Tiffany Dawn Sykes alone. She is on pure petty mode now. She is on pure petty mode. They won't, but they gonna learn. Hey Ed, they gonna learn today. They gonna learn today. So the schools that still are looking for head coaches. So let's get a rundown on them. Elizabeth City State doesn't have a head coach yet. Shaw's still looking for a head coach. Alabama A&M still looking for a head coach. Prairie View, tentatively, from what I heard, they have a head coach in waiting. I'm not going to say anything about it until they till the official word gets out from Prairie View A&M University. Um, who else has a head coach vacancy? Um, Mississippi Valley is still looking for one, so that's five. Um, Delaware State is looking for one. That's six. All right, so that's six. I think that's it. So, Fort Valley State has named Coach Ray the interim head coach for now until they actually uh, get a permanent in. Um, of course, Sean Gibbs got introduced as A&T's head coach today. Um, and of course, Michael Vick get named head coach yesterday. Um, when they do have a press conference, wherever it's on, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna check that out. So, other than that, I think that is it. So, here's a question, and then we're gonna roll up out of here. We're gonna roll up out of here because I gotta be at work at 4 o'clock today, and I gotta get ready. And I just finished cleaning out. I gotta finish cleaning out my refrigerator. Had to get a My apartment had to replace my refrigerator because it was going out. Um, what up, G? Um, what? Which coach for 2025 is going to be on the hot seat? Which coach for 2025 will be on the hot seat? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Nah, Ed, I ain't got no damn things. Boy, that shit gone, bruh. Thanksgiving was like damn near 4 weeks ago. That shit big gone. Now I think the motor in the refrigerator was going out on it, so I had to get we had to get it replaced. So when it's time for me to go grocery shopping, which will be in the next this evening, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, bro, it don't matter if you've been around for 1 year or 12 years. If you can't get it done, you on the hot seat. Andre say all second year coaches can't beat TC. Well, it was the second year head coach who couldn't beat TC. He got the boot at Valley. So Ed, you got me. You got Damon Wilson, Cozy, and Raymond Woody. It says that is sad that Coach is on the hot seat in year 2. I'm not gonna get into the issue situation with Valley football. I'll let them handle that. What up, brother Bakari? But yeah. Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting. You said you got E-Rob. That's interesting. That's an interesting one. Let's say y'all you say you don't stand for mediocrity, but y'all were mediocre for damn near 15 years. Keep it a bean. So I would say in the SWAC, coaches on the hot seat, um, would be E-Rob. And I think it would be Coach Woody. I think Coach Woody would be on the hot seat if he can't get it done. I also think that Coach Hampton at Pine Bluff, uh, if they can't get it going, I think he's on the hot seat. And of course, down in FAMU, if he um, nah 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 nah. Y'all Negroes had double digit years of being mediocre. We only had 6, and it started after we let go of Rick Comedy. 6. Let's get your math right, partner. Let's go ahead and get the math right. 6 years. 6. That's it. 6. 6 years. But I'm gonna say E-Rob though. E-Rob's about to come into his 4th season. E-Rob about to come into his 4th season. And he was okay. And let's get to it. This past year, this season, this past season, he was slated to win the East. He was slated to win the East. He had uh he had 8, 9 starters off the defense that was returning. He had, and then you added Andrew Body coming in from Texas Southern that added another dynamic. Let's not jump on Andrew about his play from Texas Southern. He was done an injustice at Texas Southern University. I'm gonna say it just like that. All right. Um, um, I wouldn't get Jordan. I wouldn't say Teddy Bridgewater yet. Give him about 2, 3 more years as coaching at his alma mater. If he could get two more state titles, then you start calling him up. So, but let's go back to Erod. I like Erod. He's cool. He's a good guy. But at the same time, uh, Teddy Bridgewater is not. I hope he's not coming out of retirement. He needs to be the head football. He needs to stay the head football coach of Northwestern. He needs to stay the head football coach of Northwestern. Don't do that to yourself, man. But I'm just gonna say this. So, like I said, he had a top 10 defense comeback. He had a dynamic QB coming into play, coming into his realm. Um, he had the running backs. He had offense. He was kind of set. He was set. All right, Leonard. Let me adjust this to you right here. You won an FCS national championship. Let's be real. You won a Division One AA championship the year before I was born. You played that championship game was played at a fucking high school stadium in Wichita Falls, Texas. Who cares? That was 40 some that was 46 years ago. Who cares? Who cares? Stop bringing that up. Who cares? We we don't care. That was yesteryear. This is now. This is now. That was yesteryear. This is now. Who gives a shit that you won the FCS national championship? Who cares? Anybody in the chat care about FAMU winning a FCS national championship in 1978 when half of us wasn't even born yet? Who cares? You got a HBCU national championship last year. Who cares? Who cares? We just talked about the mediocrity that you had for 15 years. And it took one man to get y'all back out. Took him 5 years, Didn't want to pay him. All right, he bounced. So who cares? Who cares? Nobody care about that. We got one this year. Everybody cares about that one. Yesterday's price ain't yesterday's price ain't the same as today's. Who cares? And I understand. It was big at the time. But it's watered down now. Who cares about that championship? Why would you even want to recognize a championship where the people don't even want you there? And I'm gonna be honest with you. What a Mr. Edwin. The FCS playoffs, the FCS playoffs was created to keep black schools, aka, and I'm gonna tell you what they would call the nigger schools, out of competition. So who cares about that? I don't care about that. Care about the now. Care about the now, not yesteryear. Y'all could have be a band school. Y'all was terrible. I heard that. Come on now. I played in a band before. Y'all sounded like a goddamn elementary school band. And I know some elementary school bands could play better than y'all. Come on now. Y'all trash. Just admit it. You trash. FAMU is trash. Why is Blue? Blue just come in and shut all this shit down. Hey, bro, you ain't had to come blow up my shit, bro. Oh my goodness. Like for real, who cares? I mean, the Ivy League is going into the FCS playoffs for next year. I mean, that's big news for them because they don't do it. In fact, they don't even provide athletic scholarships. So, uh, but other than that, who cares? Who cares? That's all I gotta say. Thanks, Blue, for blowing the shit up. All I gotta say is, hey, teach a man's how to squabble. That's it. That's all. But other than that, man, look, I'm a um again, congratulations to Michael Vick for being named the head football coach at Norfolk State. Hopefully you have a good season this year. Hopefully the next year, hopefully you can get the pieces in together to bring championship football to Norfolk, Virginia. Um, but other than that, make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure you comment, share, and subscribe. All my folks on Twitter, make sure that you come over to um, the to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Also follow me on the Twitter channel, the Twitter app, and on all other social media platforms. Um, yeah, everybody on this app we talking about we want to. Who gives a shit? Like who gives a shit? I don't care. All I for all I kick, for all I know, they could wipe their ass with the damn championship trophy that they got last year. I don't care. We will handle this on the field next season in October at Bragg Stadium. and it's going to be the same outcome. Belt the ass. We don't care. Oh no, it ain't never drowned out our victory, homeboy. I am, I am ecstatic. I've been on a natural high going into work saying I am a national champion every day since I've been since Saturday. Since Saturday. Guess what? We got we got 7.5 months. Get your weight up. We got 7.5 months. Get your weight up. Come on, EA. Tell your boy to chill out. I mean, tell him to chill out. He gonna get this 12 gauge of pettiness on this damn show. Hey, and then I think on some other news that is going might be some more. It might be some schools that's on the horizon might be joining the MEAC. We shall see what happens with that. Um, and when that news comes out, I will be there to give you all the good news coming in. Where is Willie now? Willie is in South Florida trying to get all y'all players from Tallahassee. That's where Willie at. Shit. That's where Willie at. Mm. He gone. He gone. He gone. That's where he at. He gone. Just like Rudy Hubbard, the pass. Just like Billy Joe, the pass. Just like Jake Gaither, the pass. He gone. All right. He gone. He gone. That's it. That's all. He gone. He gone. Leave it alone. He out of there. He said this.
Fuck them people! Fuck them
That's what
people!
Willie told y'all. That's what Willie told y'all, man. But let me get up out of here, man. I gotta get, like I said, I gotta get myself ready for work. It was fun. It was fun laughing at y'all misery. Um, For who? For what? What asset? That nigga coming for everything and taking the door hinges off the motherfucker too. Come on now. Nah, Mr. Emmy, I ain't get it. Oh no! I remember it. We missed two field. We got a field goal block, and another one went far, went wide to the left, to the right. So it should be 20 points. Anyway, y'all, look again. Appreciate everybody for joining me. I know this short amount of time, but uh make sure you like, stream, follow, comment, share, subscribe, follow on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky, so just let you know. Um, Follow me on there. Um, but other than that, um, make sure that y'all have a great holiday. Um, trying to do one. I'm trying to do a show tomorrow before Christmas break come around. So after right this weekend, after tomorrow will be the last show before the new year come around, and we will have a new year show coming up. Uh, but as always, as always, y'all know where I'm at. You know where you can reach me at. Um, and make sure that you like the stream because it helps the algorithm. Make sure that you like the stream. It helps the algorithm. Make sure you comment. More that you comment, good comments, because if it's all that shitty ass comments, I will erase it and block your monkey ass off of here. All right. um Nigga, you is petty, bruh. You is petty, man. You is petty, bro. You tripped out. Oh man. I'm not a JSU propaganda channel. I cover all HBCUs. Hey, I am off Saturday, and I know that's North Crowley and who they play? Oh, Austin Westlake. I hope North Crowley beat the brace off of Westlake. I can't stand the white boys like that. South Oak Cliff played Friday night. So they play Randall High School from Richmond, Texas, down there in Houston, in the Houston area. I think South Lake Carroll. I know South Lake Carroll. I know Highland Park, and is it Den Ryan? Denton Ryan should be playing. Um, but I got my money on I got my money on Sox. 3 championships out of 4 years. Some college. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me talk to y'all. Let me say this right here, and I'm roll out. HBCU team need to be taking their ass to Dallas, Texas, to Arlington to be exact. Because state championship started. In fact, state championship starts today, and it started with 1A football, 1A 6-man football. If you ain't ever seen 6-man football, you need to watch it. This shit is is fire. But they need to be knocking on the door of Coach Jason Todd, because what he has done since he took over the program at South Oak Cliff from Emmett Jones. He needs to be a head coach at a historically black college university. I tried to get him. I would champion him to get the job at Texas Southern. Why? Because he's a Texas Southern alum, but they went a whole nother direction and got Chris Dishman. No knock on Coach Dishman, but hey, this man is riding a high. 5A is 5A Division One, and then the 6As is all Saturday. So 1A, 1A 6-man football is today, and I think 2A Division Two, then 2A Division One, 3A Division Two, and Division One is tomorrow. 4A. They might have a quadruple header on tomorrow, because I forgot 4A Division One and Division Two. 4A Division One, Division Two, and then 5A Division Two is Friday. 5A Division One, 6A Division Two, and Division One is Saturday. Yes. Okay. So one of those days, think tomorrow is a quadruple header, either today or tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta check the schedule. But other than that, man, somebody needs to be knocking on the door of Jason Todd. Bruh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. What Teddy Bridgewater has done at his alma mater is remarkable. But don't he sit here and say that bringing a Miami team to Texas, talk about kicking our ass. The last time that happened, I think Carroll City got boat raced by our 4A team here. And that was some years ago. So let's not get into that whole Florida high school football is better than Texas high school football, because man, we is on a way, we is on a whole nother stratosphere. And don't try to use IMG Academy, because we don't count them niggas. Tell IMG to go play a college team, then holler at me. That North Crowley team can beat Miami Northwestern. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Carthage, who is in the championship, can beat Miami Northwestern, and that's in East Texas. Let's not go there. And they going for their 13th or 14th state title. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. But anyway, as what we say in the AME church, till we meet again. I'm your boy Doc Holiday. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones. And we'll be back on here tomorrow. All right. Final show tomorrow, and final show tomorrow will end season 3 HBCU tonight. It will end season 3. Season 4 starts in January. Make sure y'all tune in for that. But we out this thing. Peace. Be easy.